Hub friends in the pallet industry. Our topic today, how to lower your costs on dismantling or repairing pallets. Hello Hub friends, Lynzee here, a pallet industry specialist at Hub Industrial, and I have David with me, also a pallet industry specialist, and we're going to introduce one of our teammates.
Yes, okay, so in today's world, having a teammate is very, very important. Hub works as a team to serve the pallet industry, and today's spotlight in Hub's corner is Jenny Kampmeyer. When you're looking for your invoices and you're saying, hey Hub, get me my invoices, she is the lady behind making sure that goes out timely. Want to give credit where credit's due. Very, very important part of this team here. Probably never meet her, but she's super awesome. Another thing I want to convey to the pallet industry today, there's a team of people here that serve the pallet industry. There's quite a few of us. There's Lynzee here, all right? There's David Miller, then there's Bennett Lacey up on the screen now, all right? You got Emily Clark, you got Mitch Bennett, and you got Rachel Shaheen. That's 6 people dedicated to making sure your life runs easy, not to mention our client services team, our inventory team, and everybody else. So Lynzee, as a pallet specialist, you are talking to people in the pallet industry from East Coast to West Coast all day, every day.
All day.
So what is the #1 topic that you are talking to them about continually?
Bandsaw Blades, for sure.
Okay, so why do you think they're talking to us here at Hub about our Bandsaw Blades?
Because bandsaw blades are one of their top consumable items, and the performance of these blades are crucial in the success of their operation for a couple of reasons. Bandsaw blades have to be able to get the max amount of pallets dismantled per blade. This allows for the dismantler to be efficient on the pallet dismantling machine with very little change-out time. It also is very important to a company's P&L to get the max amount of pallets per blade.
Okay, so what is our target pallets dismantled per blade for our customers?
1,000 pallets dismantled per blade.
All right.
Which provides 4 cents or less cost is what we shoot for.
Okay, that's great, and that's proven.
That's proven.
Time in and time again. Okay, that's great. Well, if I was a operations manager, I'd be calling you right now.
Heck yeah.
All right.
So David, you've worked in the pallet industry for a long time now. Is there any other important information you can give our friends out there in the pallet industry?
Yes, I can actually. I've been to a lot of pallet sites, probably about 400 or 500 to be exact, continually. First and foremost, you want to know what type of bandsaw dismantler machine you're using. Is it Noble Products? Is it Smart Saw? Is it Wood Miser? Is it Industrial PRS? Okay, that right there, you got to know that. You go into some of these shops, you see it, it's not even labeled. It's so old that the manufacturer's name's not even on there anymore. So that's very, very important. Next thing is, there's supposed to be specs on the inside of that door as to what size bandsaw blade you're supposed to use, what PSI your tires are supposed to be set at, etc. So knowing the type of machine you're using is crucial to the actual performance of your bandsaw blades. The next thing is to really distinguish the type of bandsaw blade that you're actually using and to understand what that bandsaw blade could do for you. So #1, there's really 2 basic, most common types. There's carbon and then bimetal. We already mentioned in this video earlier that you get a 4 cent repair cost or dismantle cost, okay, if you're using a bimetal. Now, if you're using a carbon and you're wondering why you're using a lot of bandsaw blades, it's because that's actually probably going to double your cost in many, many different ways. The most common though is, guess what? You have a lot more change out when you're using a carbon blade. That means time down on the machine, the guy has to take the time to change out the blade. That's adding cost to the actual cost of dismantling that pallet. Where bimetal, you get 1,000 pallets per blade, you have less change out, that's going to produce your total lowest cost. So knowing the type of bandsaw blade you're using is crucial. The next thing is making sure you do performance checks or PMs on your actual bandsaw. So for example, bearings and the bearing guides. It's real crucial because if your bandsaw blade and on the screen, it's going to show a 1/16 of an inch how that where the bearings are supposed to be away from that bandsaw blade. Because if you got metal rubbing on metal, that creates heat. Guess what that causes? That causes stress cracks in your bandsaw blades. So that can also cause a lot of breaks and downtime and inefficiencies with your dismantler. So you want to make sure you check that. The next thing is the tire pressure, the PSI. It should always be running 50 to 55 PSI usually, but also check your manufacturer specs on that. All right, one last thing to be aware of is the type of tire that you buy when you have to replace them on your dismantling machine. You should always kind of use a bias ply tire that you get from your manufacturer. Now, a lot of people do a quick fix. They go get a radial tire locally. That's not going to give you the optimum efficiencies for your machine. It can cause you problems down the road. So just kind of be aware of that. So Lynzee, is there anything else that you want to share with our friends out there in the pallet industry?
Absolutely. I have a checklist that you guys can request from me personally. I'll send it out to you. It has all the information and the specs that you need to take care of that pallet dismantling machine. Also, just want to let you guys know, our pallet dismantling bimetal blades are available to ship out today in stock. As long as you order by 6 p.m., they're going out the door today. So I can't wait to hear from you, and I hope you guys have a great month.